Hey everyone, this is Bill. Welcome back to the channel. We're focusing on stock market investing today. Unless you've perfectly surfed the waves out there, it's been a difficult couple of months in the stock market. As inflation fears have increased, many emerging companies, which are susceptible to negativity of rising interest rates, have gotten crushed. Approximately 85% of my portfolio, which obviously varies from the sample portfolio pictured, is comprised of stocks I have evaluated which I consider, based on a series of criteria, to be sound investments. However, I do reserve a small portion of my overall portfolio for stocks of companies that are futuristic or have emerging and interesting and or disruptive products, which fail to currently meet my normal set of criteria. Among the recent carnage of stocks comprised of emerging companies, I have been scanning the charts and data searching for stocks that have been crushed and abandoned by investors, hoping to find some diamonds in the rough. This is a process that I employ, but it may not be the proper course of action for you, so please perform your own portfolio review, exercising your own due diligence. One stock I identified and took a small position in is Izea Worldwide, symbol IZEA, whose global headquarters is located right down the street here in Greater Orlando. The company is working in a highly growing arena of communication and advertising disruption which has an unlimited future. As described in Seeking Alpha, Izea, together with its subsidiaries, creates and operates online marketplaces that connect marketers and content creators. Its technology solutions enable the management of content workflow, creator search and targeting, bidding, analytics, and payment processing. The company engages creator for influence marketing campaigns and to create content for the marketer's use and distribution. It primarily sells influencer marketing and content campaigns through sales team, as well as Izea Exchange, Brand Graph, The New Shake, and Tap Influence platforms. But let's hear directly from Izea CEO Ted Murphy.
Izea is a company that provides a marketplace that connects brands with creators. And those creators produce sponsored content on behalf of those brands on channels like Snapchat and Instagram and YouTube, and expose their audience to the content that they create.
Okay, so this is also...
You may think of the influencer marketplace as somewhat of a gimmick, but you would be mistaken. The playing field of social influencing is on fire and growing exponentially. Gary Vaynerchuk, serial entrepreneur, angel investor, and CEO of LilaMax, considered among the top minds in this arena, comments on the business in the following short video. Take a listen.
Look, the ambition of every 16-year-old around the world is to be an influencer. It is the number one global ambition of every 16-year-old in the world. Many of them will succeed. Many of them won't reach 100 million followers, but I believe if you have 10,000 people that wildly follow you, there's a business to be had there.
Gary V notes that communication and advertising is constantly evolving, stating platforms have given influencers tools to create and are emerging as new television channels. TikTok is a great example. Izea states that, quote, from our early start with blogs and MySpace to our current TikTok campaigns, delivering billions of views, influencer marketing is all we have done since day one, end quote. So folks, we've learned that the business environment for Izea is very strong. So how is the stock doing, and is it a potential buy? I thought so. But let's have a look at the proprietary rankings of investors.com. IBD reports a composite rating for Izea of 67, which is above average. The earnings per share ranking needs work, but Izea is building, so that's not presently all that concerning. As we can see in the graph from Seeking Alpha, earnings are growing. The SMR rating from IBD is poor, but the relative strength ratings are strong, and the stock is being accumulated on the street. The stock closed last Friday at $3.79. The stock is building a base after running up to almost $8 in January. An advertised announcement last week by the company failed to get the desired market response anticipated, but the data and presentation may have been misread. The stock has regained footing in an ascending triangle formation, and with an upward trend in place, odds favor a breakout of the channel to the upside. Additionally, it should be noted the company has a market cap of approximately $224 million, so it has the potential for exponential growth. Things are looking up for Izea. The company has announced, quote, Izea's managed services bookings to date for Q2 2021 have already exceeded the total amount of managed services bookings for the entirety of the same quarter last year. Last week, Izea announced it signed a multi-million-dollar influencer marketing agreement with a Fortune 500 manufacturer that included both software and managed services, end quote. We are off to an incredible start in Q2 with strong positive sales momentum from the past 2 record quarters, said Ted Murphy, founder, chairman, and CEO of Izea. Quote, we are on track to have our best Q2 ever for managed services bookings and expect to eclipse records set in Q4 2020 and Q1 2021 based on our current trajectory. These bookings are expected to be recognized as revenue over the coming quarters as campaigns are executed, end quote. Who knows what could upset the markets next, but I believe Izea is undervalued, with increasing sales and revenues playing in a high growth arena of business. There's plenty of room to run here, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Izea is a stock I've decided to take a small position in where I see unlimited potential and anticipate the reward far exceeds the risk. We would love to read your thoughts on Izea, so drop us some comments down below. As we conclude, please help us out by liking our video and subscribing to our page. We sure would appreciate it. You can also follow us on Facebook at Future Breakout for additional content. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.